Have you ever noticed how you've slowly started visiting the bathroom more frequently? Maybe it's during the day, or twice, 3, 4, even 5 times a night. If you're a man over 60, I want you to stop what you're doing and listen closely, not as a scare tactic, but as a professional warning from someone who has treated thousands of men just like you. There's a habit you've likely been doing for decades, innocently, without realizing it's quietly making your prostate swell. And by the time symptoms show, it's often too late for easy solutions. As a urologist, I can't tell you how many men sit in my clinic, embarrassed, frustrated, and confused. Doc, I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I eat healthy. Why is this happening to me? The truth is, prostate enlargement, also known as benign prostatic hyperplasia or BPH, isn't just about age or genetics. It's about chronic inflammation, poor hydration patterns, long sitting hours, and yes, a daily habit that most men don't even question. Let's start by understanding your prostate. It's a small walnut-sized gland that wraps around your urethra, sitting just below the bladder. It plays a major role in male fertility, but after 50, its main role becomes a source of your biggest annoyance: weak urine flow, urgency, incomplete emptying, and night trips to the toilet. But the prostate doesn't just grow for no reason. It reacts to hormones, diet, lifestyle, and your urinary behavior. So what is the hidden habit causing this enlargement? I'll tell you straight: delaying urination. Yes, holding it in. That simple habit, choosing not to pee when your bladder signals, causes long-term pressure buildup in the lower urinary tract. Over time, it leads to bladder muscle fatigue, incomplete voiding, and eventually, the prostate compensates by swelling. It's a slow, silent process, one you'd never suspect, until your nights become sleepless. In fact, studies show that men who regularly delay urination, especially while at work, during travel, or due to social embarrassment, have up to a 30% higher risk of developing BPH symptoms by age 65. And for seniors, the consequences are more than just inconvenience. You see, once your prostate enlarges beyond a certain point, the medications stop working as effectively. The bladder starts pushing harder, leading to something called bladder wall thickening, a condition that slowly kills your natural urge to urinate. Eventually, many men need a catheter, or surgery. But here's the kicker. Even after surgery, if the habit doesn't stop, the problem can return. So what can you do right now? Tip 1. Listen to your bladder. Make it a rule. Never hold your pee for more than 30 minutes once you feel the urge. Especially not in the morning when your bladder is fullest. Train your body to release tension, not suppress it. Seniors often grew up with the idea that it's weak to need frequent breaks, but that old school thinking is hurting modern health. Tip 2. Hydrate smart, not hard. A surprising mistake seniors make is either drinking too much water at once or too little throughout the day. Both are dangerous. Dehydration thickens urine, making it more irritating to the bladder and prostate. Overhydration, especially in the evening, floods the bladder at night. Instead, drink water steadily between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m., and reduce intake after 7 p.m. Aim for small sips every 30 to 60 minutes, not big gulps. This helps prevent nighttime urination without stressing the bladder. Tip 3. Avoid prostate puffing foods. Some foods increase internal inflammation and hormonal disruption, indirectly affecting the prostate. The main culprits: processed red meats, dairy in excess, spicy foods, alcohol, caffeine, high sugar snacks. They throw off hormonal balance and irritate the bladder lining, which leads to a reactive prostate. Instead, build a prostate-friendly plate. Cooked tomatoes, lycopene-rich, pumpkin seeds, salmon, omega-3s, broccoli, green tea. These don't just soothe the prostate, they help reduce BPH symptoms over time. Tip 4. Don't ignore sexual health. Many men are too shy to bring this up, but reduced libido or erectile difficulties may indicate underlying prostate issues. If you're experiencing pain during ejaculation, burning sensation after urinating, or feeling like something is not right down there, don't ignore it. Prostate enlargement and inflammation affect your entire reproductive health, not just your pee. So, to every senior watching this, don't wait for a scary diagnosis to make changes. You've heard people say you can't shrink the prostate naturally. Well, that's not entirely true. With consistent, daily micro-habits, you can reduce inflammation, improve urinary flow, and even avoid medications. But first, you must stop ignoring the silent habits, like holding in your urine, that brought you here in the first place. You now understand how one seemingly harmless habit, holding in your urine, can lead to long-term prostate enlargement. But the truth is, that's only the beginning of the story. In this part, I want to walk you through the daily actions, common medications to avoid, proven natural remedies, and a breathing trick that could change the way your body handles urinary pressure, all without drugs or surgery. Let's begin with a truth many doctors won't tell you. The prostate is not just a physical gland. It's a mirror of your entire lifestyle. Stress, feed, movement, medication, even how you breathe, all of it affects this tiny gland that now controls your nights, your bladder, and your comfort. So the question is, what are you doing every day that either inflames your prostate or heals it? Let's fix that now. White heavy check mark tip 5. The prostate awakening morning routine. Most seniors start their day wrong. They wake up with urgency, head straight to the bathroom, and then plop down on a chair with tea or pills. But this routine keeps the pelvic muscles weak and circulation low. Instead, start your day with this 3-minute prostate boost. Pelvic floor activation. Sit at the edge of your bed. Tighten the muscles you'd use to stop urination. Hold for 5 seconds, then relax. Repeat 10 times. Knee to chest stretch. While lying on your back, bring one knee at a time to your chest. This relieves pressure on the bladder and stimulates lower blood flow. 2 minutes of deep belly breathing. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, letting your stomach expand. Hold 2 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system and lowers inflammation markers in your bloodstream, especially Illinois 6 and CRP, both linked to prostate swelling. This routine doesn't just reduce symptoms. It signals your body to reset inflammation each morning. White heavy check mark tip 6. The breathing technique that relieves urinary pressure. You might be surprised, but most CNAs unknowingly breathe in a shallow, chest-based pattern, especially during stress or urgency. That tightens the pelvic floor and worsens the urge to urinate. Here's the fix. 360-degree diaphragmatic breathing. Here's how you do it. Sit upright with your feet flat on the floor. Place one hand on your chest, one on your belly. Breathe in through your nose slowly. The hand on your belly should rise. Your chest should stay still. Breathe out through pursed lips like blowing out a candle. Do this for 3 to 5 minutes before bedtime and during sudden urges. This breathing pattern directly impacts your vagus nerve, lowers cortisol, and relaxes the bladder and prostate muscles. Warning sign #tip 7. Beware of these common medications. Many CNAs unknowingly take medications that worsen their prostate and bladder condition. Here are the worst offenders. Antihistamines, for allergies. They dry out the bladder and reduce its sensitivity, making it harder to empty. Decongestants, pseudoephedrine. They tighten muscles around the urethra, increasing difficulty in urinating. Tricyclic antidepressants. Older antidepressants can affect nerve signals to the bladder. Diuretics, water pills. These increase urine output rapidly and may overload the bladder, worsening urgency. Anticholinergics, used for overactive bladder, but often increase retention in men with BPH. Always consult your doctor before stopping any medication, but bring up your prostate concerns during checkups. Many men suffer quietly because they think these symptoms are just part of aging. They are not. White heavy check mark tip 8. The 3 natural supplements most urologists secretly recommend. There's a growing body of research on herbal support for BPH, and while it's not a magic cure, it's often more effective than early medication if taken consistently. 1. Saw palmetto. Blocks the enzyme that converts testosterone to DHT, a hormone linked to prostate growth. Dosage, 320 mg daily. Effects take 6 to 8 weeks, but improve flow and reduce urgency. 2. Pygeum africanum, extracted from African plum bark, reduces inflammation and may shrink the prostate lining. Dosage, 100 to 200 mg daily. 3. Beta-sitosterol, a plant sterol that improves urinary flow. Found in nuts, seeds, and supplements. Dosage, 60 to 130 mg daily. Caution, always buy from trusted brands. Many over-the-counter supplements are underdosed or fake. White heavy check mark tip 9. Change the way you sit. Yes. How you sit can affect your prostate. If you sit for long hours, especially on hard chairs or car seats, you're putting pressure directly on your perineum, the area between your testicles and anus. Over time, this causes congestion, inflammation, and reduced blood flow to the prostate. Solution: use a soft, U-shaped seat cushion to relieve pressure. Every 30 minutes, stand up, stretch, and take 20 steps. At home, try sitting cross-legged on the floor for a few minutes a day. It promotes pelvic mobility. Your prostate isn't made to handle 8 hours of sitting. Movement is medicine. White heavy checkmark. Tip 10. Reconnect with your body. Many seniors become disconnected from their lower body awareness, often out of embarrassment or discomfort. But healing starts when you reconnect. Try this nightly ritual. Place your hands on your lower abdomen. Take 10 deep breaths while gently pressing down. Visualize your body healing from within. Silently say, "My body is working for me, not against me." Mind-body connection is not just spiritual. It's scientifically proven to reduce inflammatory markers and improve bladder control. Large red cycle. Final word from a urologist. I've seen countless men reclaim their health, not with surgery, not with lifelong medications, but by returning to the basics of body wisdom. What enlarges your prostate isn't just aging. It's inflammation, stress, and daily neglect. But now, you know better. Now you know what to do. Drink smart. Move often. Breathe deep. Don't delay. And most importantly, listen to your body when it whispers, so it doesn't have to scream later. This journey isn't about perfection. It's about consistency and care. You deserve restful nights. You deserve dignity. And yes, you deserve to enjoy your later years with strength, not struggle. If you found value in these 2 parts, don't keep it to yourself. Share this with your brother, father, husband, or friend who might be quietly suffering. And remember, the earlier you act, the more control you keep. White right pointing backhand index. Stay tuned to Life After 60, where wisdom meets wellness.